Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So it's time again we talk about this extremely controversial Summoner event. Now it has replaced Summoner Appreciation Calendar, and well, it really does feel like something completely else, and that is not a good thing in this context. Now, once the information dropped about this event, truth be told, I was even somewhat excited because the idea of having a 3-month event over a 3-month calendar, well, I kind of liked it. It makes it a bit more neat, a bit more interesting. But the more and more things are revealed about this event, and the more and more people are coming to certain realizations, this event seems worse and worse than it was before. So let's just break it down step by step. The first big issue with this event that I personally do find extremely, well, negligent, with zero good faith initiative behind it, is the fact that the contents have not changed from 2020. That means that game economy has evolved for a whole year, and needless to say, a ton of resources have significantly depreciated in value. You can see things like that even in these daily counts, where right now we can take a look at in the game. They are offering 2 tier 2 alphas, tier 4 class catalyst selector, 2 tier 4 basics, and $250,000 gold for $28. Now, a year ago, that would at the bare minimum be like $50 offer, more than likely. And that is exactly the point. The more the time passes, the more majority of the resources depreciate in this game, with exceptions being units and battle chips and maybe a few other things generally maintain their value or drop significantly. But all the catalysts and crystal shards and plenty of other things like that are significantly less valuable right now than they were a year ago. And not having this event updated, it just feels bad. It really feels bad, and it shows the complete opposite of appreciating your summoners. However, they haven't taken anything away, so I'm sure they can find some sort of moral justification loophole for just not putting in any effort at all whatsoever, not to even try and catch this event up with the natural game inflation over the course of the year. But that feels bad kind of thing, but it's by no means, let's say, a deal breaker with the event itself. But then the biggest thing, I think what majority of the people did find issues with, are these Summoner passes, Summoner Resort Pass and Summoner Resort Pass Plus. Now, in theoretical level, like in general, I don't think there is necessarily something wrong inherently in monetizing some aspect of the game. However, I do find a significant problem with people comparing this with the battle pass and saying like, well, every game has a battle pass, so it's about time this game gets one as well. Well, that's quite the thing, because we already had our equivalent for battle pass or / replacement for it in the form of Summoner Sigil. That was kind of meant to be the battle pass, and that was the justification used for introducing Summoner Sigil in the first place. It's kind of like a battle pass. But now they just want another, which at this point is annoying and redundant. And this is the point where you kind of start thinking, wait a minute, so they want $10 for the Sigil, they want $5 for the Uni Daily card, which is like also purchased by a lot of people, and now they want another $20 over the course of 3 months, or $15. So all of that adds up the expense, and that definitely gradually kind of like makes MCOC more of an expensive game to play. $20 a month is a mobile phone contract, or, still, it's not nothing anymore. 2 months and you can buy a brand new Xbox game or something for that. And it's not like you're living it up, the dream life, with $20, because you get, quote unquote, your money's worth in terms of what Kabam charges for these resources and items. But it's not like that having these, the Summoner Resort Pass and Summoner Sigil, you automatically gonna get, I don't know, a 6-star crystal a week or something like that. There's an improvement, but it doesn't necessarily hugely segregate you from whoever doesn't have it. So what I'm trying to get at is, I just don't think it was the time and the place to add in yet another type of like a long-term card or pass. They want to juice up Sigil and make it more worthwhile, fair play. But Summoner Appreciation event on an ideological level does not stand for monetization, as far as I'm concerned. Should stand for appreciating your summoners. Should stand for saying thank you that you're still here, thank you for playing this game, and here's some free stuff or easy to earn stuff, or here's some fun extra side event. So, as morally dubious as this entire thing is, I could kind of stomach it. I wasn't like happy about it. I wasn't overly excited about it. And again, it kind of carried together with the actual, excitement, I suppose, about having another event. Because, yeah, the events are more fun than just login calendars. I agree that there are people who like login calendars more, but, each their own. There is the bigger thing and the bigger change that kind of creeped in and got increased in its relevance by additional steps that Kabam made sure to make. You see, in the login calendar, well, first of all, logging in is easier than logging in and doing anything. There are people going to be saying it's just the 10 fights. You're absolutely right. But no matter how small the X value is, 1 plus X is going to be more than just the 1. So it is an extra step, which, again, I don't find personally a huge problem with. However, at the same time as I increased the conditions of you, let's say, qualifying for your daily reward, they completely removed the grace days, which has evidently already, and this is like week 1, become a significant issue. There is absolutely no margin for error now. If you miss a day, if you miss a pair of sunglasses, if you miss anything, you're automatically losing 500 units, which is kind of meant to be the jackpot item of this event. And, well, on its own, it's shit. It shouldn't be like that. Kabam should recognize that. It is not a player friendly. It's kind of like a system that's designed for you to fail. It's pretty much a system that's kind of not trying to reward you for logging in, but it's trying to catch you for not doing something right. So missing 1 day, because there are no grace periods, not only will take away 500 units, but also an awakening gem. And that is shit. It's complete opposite of the idea of appreciating your summoners. This is more of a idea to see, I don't know, this is some sort of reality TV show to make sure that there's as little people across the finish line as you possibly can, and you're throwing wrenches in their journey there. Something like Takeshi Castle, if you will. Anyhow, so that alone did bother me a lot, especially because there are grace days available. The grace days are available if you purchase the Summoner Resort Pass Plus. So that, again, purely on thematic level, seems extremely two-faced and not player-friendly. And I do not like that. I did not like that idea at all. And it took me a while to kind of wrap my head around it, if you have seen my previous videos about this. But there's another thing. And that's to do with how you get your daily rewards. And that is like, do 10 fights. That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly easy. That's perfectly simple. However, you do not get notified about it, like about anything else. Because always there is like a number or something that you have something here to claim. And with this thing, there's nothing. It doesn't auto-claim. And it doesn't like pop a proper notification for you either. So it's very easy to log in and do everything that you have to do and just not claim those sunglasses. Because I don't think those sunglasses even appear here either, where like all your rewards appear. I'm not sure about that, but I don't think I have seen them there. But at the very least, the absence of a proper notification is definitely present. Now, allegedly, it kind of like glows blue if it's ready to be claimed, but it's significantly less noticeable as an actual kind of like icon. And also the idea itself that you have to go and claim it, which effectively is just a token to unlock the next milestone, is unnecessarily complicated. And yet at the same time, again, seems to be mainly designed just to catch people out. Because there's no reasonable explanation why would you need to do that, then make sure that you remember to claim that in order to be able to claim your rewards. It just is needlessly complicated. There might be some technical reason for that, which is part of the reason I think about, well, what I think why it is there, but it does not make it any better for the player. And now today already, not just Brian who has missed it out. My chat's been lit up with people who said like, hey, I did everything, but I'm a day behind. I did everything, but I'm 2 days behind. That kind of illustrates the problem that a lot of people have right now. This event is not complicated in percepted idea, but it has a ton of unnecessarily complicated steps added to it. To a point where I think it is quite evident that Kabam has to do something to make sure that people are aware what they are doing, to make sure that people are not missing these things out, and to try and get a bit of goodwill back with their summoners. Because right now, pretty much everybody fucking hates this event, and definitely, let's put it kindly, thinks less of Kabam because of the way they are handling it. So all that being said, I think that is a very simple solution that Kabam can do to actually show that they intended this event to be a summoner appreciation and not some sort of weird twisted reality TV show, which is just send out 7 pairs of sunglasses to everybody. Give everybody in the game that 7-day grace / mess up period. Send out 7 pairs of sunglasses to everyone and make sure that there is one of those in-game update pop-up notification things that appear highlighting the exact sequence of events that you must make sure that you do. Explaining that you have to check for that, I don't know, blue glowing mark on this thing and then claiming those sunglasses daily. Think that would set things fair with people who have been effectively penalized for not fully understanding the nuance all of this unnecessarily complex thing. And again, like, just to kind of sum it all up, I don't mind the idea of the event. I'm not a fan of having monetization there, but you can kind of, well, accept the fact that it's Kabam that want to make money, even though that excuse of having a battle pass is bullshit. But at the same time, I hate every single detail aspect of this event at this point. I hate that they did not change the rewards. I hate that it feels significantly less than summoner appreciation than it should. And most importantly, I hate how needlessly complicated it is and how punishing it is. If you don't, and this is a 3 months event, even our monthly calendars, tap on your monthly calendars thing, and even your monthly calendars have grace periods. And monthly calendars will last 1 month, 30 days on average. Now we have to deal with 96 or 90 something day event with no grace days, no room for error. And that's bullshit. So, very easy solution. Send 7 pairs of sunglasses. Let every single person claim 7 days worth of milestones to make sure they have a little wiggle room for error. Not to mention that there is such a thing as life and anything can happen. And yeah, you might miss out due to generic real life reasons. But also, plenty of people already have missed out due to no other reason than Kabam making this needlessly complicated. They did everything they had to do in order to be eligible for whatever rewards they are going for, but because of the way Kabam has set the system up, it's immediately, quite painfully, ripping 500 bloody units away from them. Yeah. Man. Ambitious, but rubbish. Fuck this summer camp. See you guys. Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about the